right, Steve, it's showtime.
Welcome, everybody, to episode 15 of Eric Abbenante versus the World. We've been grinding out on the regular week-to-week schedule for a long time, and then we got a phone call, and the goddess needed a makeover, and so we had to oblige. And Eric was excited. He's like, "Our season finale, we got an extra week to prepare." And so he immediately gets down to writing and coming up with all kinds of stuff, and then the world keeps exploding day after day after day. So it went from, oh, we got a week to prepare, to I gotta rewrite this thing every freaking day, and he's just in there just strangle baiting away and then typing, strangle baiting and then typing. And, you know, it's just getting bad, you know, and his wife's literally out of the country. This is his time to fucking party, you know. Did he throw a playoff watch party? No. Did he go to strip clubs? No. Did he have a poker game? Anything at all? He could have flipped and gone Italian with this one, did hookers and blow. He would have got some respect. None of that, man. He just sat in there and just kept doing this the whole time. Oy vey, oy vey. The world is exploding. The world is exploding. And then I've had a rough weekend. All I've been doing is digging and busting rocks, doing real man's work. I start talking about it. He gets nervous and wants to flee to the Holy Land and invent banking again. I'm like, take it easy, Eric. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. But we got a great lineup today. We've got 4 promising comedians who are going to tank their careers tonight on our very lovely show that doesn't get anybody in trouble ever. But, you know, what do you get when you get these 4 promising comedians up here and you get Eric Abbenante? Nobody cares. It's our season finale. Eric Abbenante, everybody.
Oh, thank you all so much. Eric Abbenante versus the World, season finale. Oh, it is so good to be here. Thank you all so much. This is a political comedy show, and I take on all sides. I will only apologize if I didn't offend you. And yes, I am huge on the right, 140,000 on Twitter, okay? I am from the University of Utah. Go Utes! 3rd highest Twitter following of all University of Utah alumni. Isn't that incredible? I'm ahead of Steve Smith, who got a touchdown in the Super Bowl. I'm ahead of Alex Smith, Andrew Bogut, #1 picks. I'm ahead of billionaire John Huntsman, richest donor to the school. They all got defeated by Jew jokes. Okay, it's absolutely amazing. But please, give it up for my supportive sidekick, Steve Richardson, Steve the Plumber.
The one you're really here to see.
Yeah. Tall, dark, and handsome. You really contrast the short Jew and nasally. Yes. Yeah, you're great. So Steve is just another mate. We got through our first season, a great year. What do you think for season 2? What do you got planned?
I'm hoping to get paid. I say this every week.
You know, we really need to work on your anti-Semitism. It's disgusting. Wanting to get paid, you can clearly see that anti-Semitism is rampant in this country. It's a scourge. But we shoot this show every single week from the greatest dispensary in Texas, some say the world, Green Goddess Revival, and it's now Tokies. It is now transitioning into Tokies. We used to have a beautiful mural here of Green Goddess, and now she is gone. Because, you know, she may be a goddess, but she is still a she, okay? She is still a she. So Tokies is going to make at least 30% more, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter if you're a goddess. Tokies is going to cash in. We have an amazing lineup. I am so thrilled. Oh, and there you go. We have the full lineup right here. This is incredible. Thank you, Chris Taylor. Oh my goodness. We have an amazing lineup for you. Okay, first of all, every single one of these people, by the way, has something very special that I want to bring to you. So first of all, we have Dicey, host of Uncivilized.
Yeah!
A show very similar to mine.
Uh-oh.
Except, the host is talented, likable, good-looking. Other than that, it's the exact same show, right?
Does she make more money, too?
Yeah, no, like I said, successful, all that. Okay. Then we have Ashlie Ann of Unmuted Entertainment. That's incredible. Producer by day, comedian by night, just like me.
Also more successful than you?
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's pretty much everyone in this. There was a homeless guy who walked through here. You could say that about him as well. But no, yeah. And she has a comedy competition that has the biggest cash prize in comedy history that is coming up in April. So that is going to be amazing. Then we have, of course, Ian Mack of Shit Show. Okay,
yeah.
Southside Cellar. Okay,
It's gonna wreck the place.
It really might be debatably the coolest mic in Dallas. He's built something very incredible, and for some reason he gave me a news segment on there. So it's
there goes the neighborhood.
Yeah, me and Ian are just alike, except all of his clothes fit him. But other than that, yeah, he dresses very cool. And then we have, of course, Jenn Fitzsimmons, who is a part of Sharks, which is one of my favorite venues, and she's a very talented roaster and a bright career that she is tanking tonight. You're right. Yeah. No, it is so great. It is so awesome. But we have to rush to the headlines. There is so much. Now,
yeah.
But I entitled this episode, "Is Trump a Fascist?" Is Trump a fascist? And that was like weeks ago, before ICE shot a woman in the face multiple times. So I gotta say, Steve, I'm pretty good at this. Okay? I'm Renee Good at this, okay? I'm very good at this. I know, too soon.
Too soon. Too soon.
No, there's no way it could be too soon. It happened. It feels like a year ago when it happened. Actually, so much news has already happened.
It's like at least 2 bombings ago, right?
Yeah, exactly. No, I mean we had so much planned, and then ready to go, and then he's invading literally half a dozen countries. He's threatening to invade. He's unveiling a healthcare plan. He's flipping the food pyramid upside down. He's doing all of this. And, they talk about Trump's motor. Trump is always high energy. Oh, yeah, he's always doing stuff. Well, so does evil, okay? Evil never rests. Does that make it a good role model? My God, you never stop. Please, for the love of God. And so, yes, I am, Jewish and a Trump voter, so I'm popular. Okay? That combination has always been popular, and it always will be popular. But yeah, I'm like the only conservative in my family at this point. Even the former conservatives, Trump has left them. And so my mom calls me up, and she's like, "Are you happy with your vote? Are you happy?" And I'm like, "Well, yes, Mom, I am happy with my vote for Trump because you're mad." That was the whole point of me voting for Trump, and you still sound mad, so I'm still happy with my vote. Still happy. No, it's really tough. As an American citizen, 100% disappointed with my vote. Has he really given me anything? No. As a comedian, I'm still pretty happy with my vote.
Endless material.
Yeah, endless material for this show. Too much material. You can slow down, brother. Oh my goodness. Yeah, my mom is like, "Well, did you get anything of what you voted for?" I'm a Trump voter, Mom. You know the answer to that is no. Okay? You know the answer to that. Except, okay, there is one thing that he fulfilled, okay? Reducing gas prices. Woo! He really fulfilled that promise.
Yeah.
He was a little too dedicated to that. He invaded a whole ass country for reducing gas prices. That's not what I wanted, Steve. I just wanted more drilling, I just wanted you to drill, baby, drill. I didn't need you to kill, baby, kill. It's a little too much. It is a little too much. Now, this question, is Trump a fascist, is quite the provocative one from me with all my bona fides on the right. Pretty much everyone on the right follows me. Megyn Kelly, Ted Cruz, Charlie Kirk. And Charlie Kirk will always follow me. I unfollowed him to make him look desperate, okay? He was the fan of me, okay? But no, it is a very, very provocative question coming from me. And of course, the answer is yes. The answer is yes. But I'm going to be balanced here. The liberals spent 10 years just screaming, Trump's a fascist, and then you ask them, well, why? I don't know. The TV hasn't told me why. You know, they really couldn't answer the follow-up. And I can tell you right here. Now, the definition of fascism has been critiqued by historians for being vague. Yeah. Being vague and ideologically, biased. But here's basically what the definition of a fascism is. It is using the government might, the military might, to choose winners and losers in industry. Okay, and then squashing, the protest, violently suppressing the protest of your centralized government power. That's basically what it is. And when Trump invaded Venezuela, that was textbook fascism. Literally as textbook as it gets, like raw, uncut fascism. And yet, this was your moment. This was your moment, libs, okay? This is your moment to scream it from the rooftops. But unfortunately, Trump won the war on you as well, because you were too busy being exhausted for 10 years, freaking out about everything he did, being the boy who cried fascism over and over. And then when he actually did it, no one was listening. No one was listening. What a shame.
Nobody was paying attention at all.
And what a shame. What a shame. So, yes, and then, now Trump is literally meeting with oil companies in the White House to divide Venezuela's oil. And then Exxon had the audacity to complain. Saying it's uninvestable. I'm gonna actually take Trump's side here. It is so rude. He got you that as a gift, Exxon. Okay? God, I can't.
That's like being given the Porsche and complaining that the tires are bald.
Yeah, it's just, I have to maintain this thing? We did the hard part for you, and you're still complaining. Incredible. I sympathize with Trump a little bit there. Oh my God. You did everything for the oil company.
We're only going to make $1 billion off this?
Yeah, no, we're fully reimbursing them. What's the issue? What's the issue with fully reimbursing? So, yes, Trump, our America First president, posted a Wikipedia photo that showed that he was the acting president of Venezuela. I'm glad he's focused on our country. I'm very glad. He's so focused on our country, he threatened to bomb Mexico. He's threatening to bomb every country now. It's hard to keep up. Yes, he actually threatened to bomb Mexico and their cartels. And Trump, you don't need to bomb the cartels. Just make them drink the water. Okay? That's all you need to do. Trump-Azuma's revenge. That's all you need. That's all you need. But yeah, so we're bombing Mexico. We're threatening to bomb Iran as well. We're threatening to bomb Iran as well because there are protests there. Women are actually being arrested for not wearing hijabs. And yeah, 2,000 of them at least have been killed. And if you ask the Israelis, it's upwards of 6 million. Okay, it's just a lot of protesters have been killed. A lot of protesters have been killed. We don't know the number. And then we're threatening to invade Greenland. Actually, Trump had ordered the military to draw up invasion plans for Greenland. This is true.
Nobody's invaded Greenland since the Vikings, by the way.
Yeah. Not worth it. Yeah, not worth it. But they have actually, they said that Greenland is not for sale, which I admire, but you gotta think of who you're talking to. It's Trump. Trump's the last person you want to say, oh yeah, you in what army? I think he'll actually use it. I think he will.
He's offering them real money, too. That's what's wild about it.
Well, he was, and now there is going to be tariffs on all the European countries until we purchase Greenland. It's his way.
Or else.
I'm making Europe pay for Greenland. It's my revenge for no one paying for the wall. Okay, it's just incredible. I mean, so supposedly we're invading Greenland so that we can have a missile defense system, across the Americas, like Israel has with the Iron Dome. It's going to be called the Golden Dome, and we already had a Golden Dome when Trump blew Bill Clinton. It's just like we already had that.
I say we call it the Orange Dome.
Yeah, exactly. But it's hard to keep up with all the countries he's bombed already or is threatening to bomb. It sounds like the Animaniacs theme. It's a lot. It's a lot, actually. And so, I mean, have we ever just thought of giving him the Peace Prize? Maybe that would stop it. Maybe that was the issue with Hitler. Was we were supposed to give him a Peace Prize and then like an acceptance into art school, and then it would have stopped it. But actually, this happened. Maria Machado, the opposition leader of Venezuela, she presented the Peace Prize to Trump. Hopefully to appease him.
Everybody get your Peace Prizes.
Yeah, it's amazing. He made history. The first Peace Prize that was ever done at gunpoint. It's just amazing. I just love it. But, the big story obviously was Rene Good. This was the predominant story. This woman who tragically got shot in the face 3 times by ICE in Minnesota. Part of the reason why it was tragic was you're not supposed to unload on a woman's face without consent.
That's too soon.
Yeah, no. It's always too soon. That's my whole act. But no, it was very tragic. It was very tragic. But not even the most tragic shooting that happened in Minnesota recently. And I'm not talking about George Floyd. The most tragic police shooting I can actually remember didn't even happen 10 years ago. His name was Philando Castile. He literally did everything my dad taught me to do with cops. Still got shot. That is an unavoidable tragedy. Terrible. Now, Renee Good, it's still a tragedy, but it's not Philando Castile for me because she committed the cardinal sin when dealing with cops. Now, cops, they don't care about terrorism, pedophilia, burglary, etc. The crime they care most about, not listening to them and trying to flee the scene when they're talking, okay? They are your clingy ex-girlfriend with a gun.
Yeah.
With a gun, okay? So yeah, it's not a good move no matter what, even though like it's tragic that it happened to her. It is, but she also has to realize that's what cops are in general. And then who have they been putting in ICE lately? I mean, they'll let in anybody. At this point, ICE has less hiring standards than Chick-fil-A. So you don't want to mess with these cops. You want to be careful. Now, this is a watershed moment for the Trump administration. Their approval ratings are plummeting, particularly with ICE and immigration, which they had high numbers on. This was the highest polling they had was only on this topic, and now it's completely going away. And internally, we were getting reports. My host was getting reports that they're freaking out. They're looking at these polls, and they understand that this could be the moment where it all unravels for them. And so I think I know how those conversations are going. So, playing Trump's chief of staff, the Ice Queen, Susie Wiles.
Again.
Yes, for maybe the 5th time. Maybe the 5th time. Will be my sidekick, Steven.
He's going to come up with some new stuff next season, I promise, guys.
No, it's going to be the same shit over and over. No. And then playing the most peaceful man on earth will be yours truly, Donald Trump. Will be me. So,
Mr. President, I have an urgent message from you.
How rude of you. You didn't even wish me a happy January 6th.
Sir, we don't have time. I have disturbing footage of ICE to show you.
Okay, pop it in. I'm excited. I'm excited to watch the tape.
It's 2026, sir. There's no tape. All right, I'm playing it now.
Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? Why aren't you singing, Susie? It's an executive order. When you play ICE, you have to sing the song. Bad boys, bad boys.
You know, in retrospect, those lyrics could be about us.
Well, if I had the ability to self-reflect, I might be able to worry about that. I think.
Don't you find these images of ICE, what ICE is doing in Minnesota, disturbing?
You know what? Now that I'm watching this is very disturbing, Susie. You're right. Why are the ICE members so fat? They should be more dreamy, like Pete Hegseth. Central casting. They need to be more dreamy and fuckable. That's the issue here, right?
ICE is having trouble filling your quota, sir. They can't even pass the physical test.
What's the issue? Dan Bongino told me he had this handle. He told me he knew a guy named ZipRecruiter.
I think that's his podcast sponsor, sir.
Okay, that's why he is the best. But I hear you. People are upset. So, I think we just need to put ICE in uniform. Everyone loves a man in uniform, Susie. And you know what? Everyone loves UPS. What can Brown do for you? So, ICE's uniform will now be brown shirts.
There's no way this could possibly backfire.
There's no way. Exactly. And you know what? I don't even have to get the Insurrection Act passed, because that is, the Insurrection Act is just when I grab gas station pills for Bill Clinton. That's really when it happens. But anyways, end scene. So Steve, what do you think of my theory?
Well, you could be paranoid, or
it's Eric Abbenante versus the world. Thank you all so much. We had an amazing show. Season finale. This is so wonderful. Oh my God. But we have a recurring segment we do every single week because my sidekick Steve is a plumber. So we go through who is the most constipated, who is the most backed up, who is the most clogged, who is the most full of shit in politics. So Steve, who is it this week?
Ben Shapiro, for making a reaction show to Candace Owens' show just to hate on her.
Yeah, okay. Every week on this show, I make Jewish history, and this week I will do the same because I'm going to defend Candace Owens from Ben Shapiro because this is absolutely crazy. So Ben Shapiro and Daily Wire, they retain the rights to the Candace Owens show. Candace had to move on and start a show called Candace. Now the Daily Wire is going to be doing a reaction show to Candace called The Candace Owens Show.
Mystery Science Theater 3000?
Yeah. Mystery Science 3,000 years ago, I was promised a Candace Owens show. It's just like unbelievable. This is the most Jewish move I've ever heard. Actually, this is terrible. I'm going to defend Candace Owens. I am, because she's burned all the bridges with the lawyers, okay? She can't file a restraining order, okay? But
normally we love to hate on her, but today...
Yeah. No, I have to. This is the stalkeriest thing I've ever heard. Okay, she needs a restraining order. I'm sorry, Ben. Girl, she's just not that into Jew. Okay, we finally got through it. We are now for the really talented people, okay? This is exciting. All right, first up, I am so excited to see this woman perform. She was on a roast with me, and she was the victim of maybe the worst hosting I had ever seen in my life. After this very talented, sweet girl comes up and crushes it, okay, does very well, this idiot of a host comes up and says, you know, I wasn't listening to anything Jenn was saying, I was just staring at her big tits. And I'm like, that's so unprofessional. You're supposed to stare at them in post. Okay? Very unprofessional. No. But no, I really wanted her to be treated and honored correctly and hosted properly. And so we are so glad to have her on the season finale. She's very talented. Please give it up for the lovely Jenn Fitzsimmons.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. Give it up one more time. Oh, give it up one more time for Eric. Eric, I really like your scarf. It gives you much more of a Tiny Tim vibe than normal. I did bring you something today to celebrate your season finale.
You're so sweet.
Eric Abbenante versus the world. It's a life-size achievement award.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh my goodness. I'll cherish this forever.
And Sidekick Steve, I just met you today. That's awesome. You do look like you know where to sell scrap metal in town. And also where the best burritos come from. And that's a compliment, both of those things. You also look like you turned water into Coors Original.
I try.
I was really disappointed to learn that you were a plumber. I was convinced that Sidekick Steve owned a karate dojo in a strip mall next to Kohl's. I was very excited
No,
to
you need full sleeve tats to do that.
close. I was really ready to do some karate with you in the parking lot later, but we can still try. It's okay.
We can still try.
Let's smoke weed and do karate in the parking lot.
We'll just try the merchandise and get weird in the parking
Yeah,
lot.
I'm ready. We are. So excited to be at a dispensary. Like, as a pothead, I have to be very careful.
What could go wrong?
I could get myself in an Augustus Gloop situation very quickly. And it is cheap to call Eric an Oompa Loompa, but I am going to do it. Sorry, couldn't help myself. Tomorrow is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so yeah, good job. He had a dream to let everybody off school. So, and I am a little afraid I'm going to wake up in the morning and Trump's going to have tweeted that it's now called Charlie Kirk Day. If that actually happens, though, I'm buying a lottery ticket because I've been saying it all week as a joke. And the closer we get to it, the more scared I am, to be fair. My dad is always mad at the news. I mean, I think anyone who's watched the news gets mad at the news. But now that I'm a stand-up comedian, he always thinks he can write news jokes for me. They're just not funny. It's just what he's mad about on the news. So he'll call me and go, Max, got a joke for you. It's like, okay. And he's like, did you see what Trump tweeted at 3 a.m.? I'm like, no, tell me. And he just rattles it off and he's like, ha, right? And I'm like, what's the joke? And he's like, you don't get, okay, just say this. And he'll like read me something else. And he's like, just say that, they'll know what you mean. I'm like, I don't even fucking know what you mean, bro. Like, what are you talking about? That's crazy. I'm a mom. I have 2 kids. Another reason to be excited, school's off tomorrow. I have 2 kids. My daughter is in 3rd grade. So this year she started bringing home math homework. And to be fair, I would have rather she brought home drugs. Because I know how to do those. I'm not so good at math. My daughter also has ADHD. She was diagnosed with ADHD this year, which is hereditary. I have ADHD. My dad has ADHD. Fun fact, my dad is a big fan of weed. I'm a big fan of weed. And my daughter the other day asked me how many ants I thought it would take to carry her away. So, she gets it. It's a vibe. I didn't know that smoking weed would prepare me for motherhood the way it has. Another thing the war on drugs got wrong. The other day we were coloring and my daughter asked me if a dragon and a dog had a baby, what sound would it make? And I was like, fuck, something like Ralph. And she was like, yes, yeah. How do you spell that? And if you're not a little stoned when your kid asks you how to spell Ralph, you're fucked, brother, because she wants to know. I figured it out. It was okay. As someone who smokes a lot of weed, I do refuse to eat those plant-based meats, the meat alternatives, because I too identify as a plant-based meat. And I refuse to be the one who puts the cannabis in cannibalism. I do like those Morningstar Farms corn dogs, though. Have you guys ever had those? They taste good, but the meat inside is a little weird. It like unwraps from the stick like a roll of wrapping paper. Can you guys imagine if an uncircumcised dick did that? Like, could be a feature instead of a flaw at that point. Both taste good with mustard. So there's that. Anyway, I think that's it for me, Eric. I don't have much else to talk about, guys. Sorry.
Give it up for Jenn one more time. Oh my God, that was wonderful. You really destroyed my brain with that image of the hot dog. I really can't think of anything else. Oh my God, like sympathy pains and
What do you come off of that one with?
yeah, off my schmeckle. Yeah, no, I'm scared.
Yeah, what would the Jewish name for that be?
That's a super.
That's the moil.
That's a super circumcision right there. That is extra. That is quite
We
extra.
call it the Wiener Schnitzel. That's the German version.
Yeah, if I was funny, that was the answer. Okay, well, so coming up next, this lady is very impressive. She is a producer by day, comedian by night, just like me, and she has a comedy competition coming up in April. Please give it up for Ashlie Ann.
Yeah.
What's up? Thank you, Eric.
Thank you.
Is that the suit? That's the suit. It looks great on you. That's the suit you said my son could borrow for the wedding. It's not gonna fit him.
Yeah, that is the one.
Definitely not gonna
Very
fit.
astute. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. He always gets really upset because he's out of my fiance's peripheral vision. He's blind. So. What's up, guys? So, let's see. Where do we start? I just like to tell you a little bit about myself. Anybody here have some daddy issues? There's always one, or two, or three. I get excited when I hear the dads, or the daddy issues given to by men. They're like, oh, me too, me too. We love those around here. You know, and most people think that daddy issues come from not having your dad around. And mine actually come from having my dad around. Yeah. It's crazy how relatable that is, but probably not for the same reasons. My dad didn't really teach me a whole lot about like self-worth and didn't give me a whole lot of affection. He taught me mostly just like closing techniques, and he gave me a 1099. Get to work, bitch. It's like, okay, knock, knock. Turns out though, when you drop out of school, skip algebra and sex ed class, and move straight to a traveling sales job, you get pregnant. Yeah, at 19.
Is that always the path?
From what I've seen, yeah. Although, I mean, I don't think there's much of a difference if I had stayed in school either, to be honest with you. At least I survived. It was pretty much like, if you're gonna drop out of school, you're going straight to Hard Knocks. Hey, it pretty much made me who I am. Daddy issues. All that to say, I historically do not have the best taste in men.
Uh-oh.
She knows. Most of my dating history looks like the foreplay should have came with a background check. I find myself like just painfully attracted to men that look like they have or need a caseworker. And unfortunately for me, most of my breakups have felt a lot like when you get fired from a job that you didn't fucking want in the first place. I'm like, damn it. God, and breakups suck regardless of who it is. I don't know. It's the abandonment issues in me. They do suck though, but probably one of the worst ones, the worst ones for me was finding out that my ex was bisexual. It got really quiet. They're like waiting to see if I'm an asshole. It wasn't because he was bisexual that we broke up, you guys. It's because he was a slut. That swung both ways. You know how shitty it is to walk into a room and realize that you have, like, it's most relationships, you gotta walk in the room and be like, okay, all these bitches could be a problem. It sucks. It sucks when you walk in a room and you're like, every single person in this room is a problem. All of you. I don't know what you are, but you are also a problem. Oh man, and I found out in a really fucked up way, the way most women find out that their men are stupid, and that was by snooping through his phone. And I found something called a Grindr app. It hurt a little bit, but I didn't know what it was at first. I asked him, and he was like, "Oh, it's for networking." Networking, like LinkedIn, but with anal lube. Got it. I thought it was just like a GPS app to the gym, though. It was. It led to a lot of gyms and Michaels, Anthony's. Yeah, super bummer. You know, though, I'm a trooper, and I can gaslight myself into anything. So I did try to make it work. I considered pegging.
There you go.
He knows what pegging is. I knew that already. You guys laugh. It's like it's 2026 though. I feel like most women.
Be gentle.
Trust me, you would have to tell me to be gentle. I get a little feisty. But it is 2026, you guys. I think most women can relate to that whole considering pegging thing, whether it's because their man turns out to be bisexual or they're just like giving up men altogether. Pegging is like the new thing. So if you don't know what it is, Google it, do some research. I did do the research and I decided against it. Mostly because I just feel like if I'm doing all the work and he's the only one moaning, it kind of feels like I'm getting fucked. And you know, that actually was not the last straw. It should have been. It was not the last straw for me. Again, trooper. The last straw was when his best friend's girlfriend called me. And she wanted to confess to me something. And that was that she had a threesome with them. Yeah, I was like, wow. Go on. I already knew, so I'm like, tell me everything. I didn't want to know everything, I'll tell you that much. I regretted it. She wanted me to feel sorry for her. I mean, she got into something kinky. They tied her to the bed. But then they forgot she was there. And she's like, I'm sorry, I just started laughing. Because I'm like, bitch, there's 2 dicks in the room, you got 3 holes. They don't want no part of that. Oh, that's great. But to me, it sounds a lot less like a threesome and more like a coming out party that took a hostage. Yeah. But I am moving up in the world, you guys. I got engaged recently. Yeah, thank you. Don't clap too much. It's not my first time. I'm trying to be like Tom Brady. Is that his name? Tom Brady? You know, just collecting rings. Somehow less divorces. But yeah, moving up in the world. And he is legally blind. I mentioned that earlier. He's legally blind. And he jokes about how when we first met, I gave him a chance because I had low standards. And I'm like, no, I gave you a chance because you're hot. But also he was not forthcoming about the whole being blind thing. Like, I just thought he was drunk all the time or stupid because he was always tripping over shit. He's like, I'm blind as a bat. Okay, but I say that too, so. But he's like, blind. So when he asked me to pick him up for our first date, because he couldn't drive and didn't have a car, I was like, oh, okay, no problem. It'll be the first time. I mean, I didn't know that he couldn't drive and didn't have a car because he's blind. I just thought the dick was going to be really good. It's always the ones that don't have a car or a headboard. All right, you guys, that's all I've got for you. Thank you.
Very good. Give it up one more time for Ashlie Ann. That was wonderful. I too have a disabled spouse. We relate on so many different levels.
Don't talk about my friend.
Don't worry, she's hot. Ultimately, my wife Lila is hot over everything, and that's the most important thing. So, Ian Mack is coming up next. This guy has built something very special over at Southside Cellar that I hope all of you watching actually go check out. And Clyde Stroker, his amazing producer, developed something very special. Like, it looks amazing, dude. It looks amazing. Okay, it is just it is gorgeous. You guys gotta check it out. Please give it up for the incredible Ian Mack.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Green Goddess, what's up? How are we feeling? Woo. Sunday.
Yeah, someday.
Dude, you gotta have some music going on, man. You gotta have some music.
Yeah, next season.
Next season?
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, what are you even doing, man? You should be turning some dials, bro. Fucking flipping some switches. I do all that shit at Southside by myself, dude. What do you do here, man?
I talk a lot of shit. You look good.
I know.
Yeah. Cool. We got Jewish Pee Wee Herman. That's cool. Dude, this is the finale. You should have had like pyrotechnics up in this bitch, dude.
I was waiting for the surprises.
Yeah, the Kirk Memorial style, dude. That's what you need. We know how your people love blowing shit up. Let's see. Pornhub is banned in 16 southern states. What a strange way to force Southerners to learn about VPNs, am I right? That doesn't bother me when Trump's like, we're going to take over Greenland. We're going to make Greenland the 51st state. Because according to my Wi-Fi service, I already live there. Nope. Hang on. I wrote something new for you. Let's see.
Where was the good idea?
No,
Where was the good idea?
this is a scrollings of a madman is what this shit is, dude. I have...
That's what he knows.
Switch places, Ian.
Yeah, there we go.
Traded memories.
Traded memories. Here we go. I've got a 4-year-old autistic son. Well, I've got an 8-year-old, but I've got 2 boys, and the 4-year-old's autistic. And I thought, when we found out that he was autistic, I thought it was going to be like a learning disability or something like that. But it turns out he's the smartest fucking person in our house. Just the other day, he spelled elephant by himself.
That's awesome.
And there was no F in it.
Did you know?
And that was news to me.
There you go.
Yeah. He just does shit, dude. He does things that he just does whatever the fuck he wants. But sometimes, you'll be doing something and you're like, hey man, look, don't run through the kitchen. I'm cooking right now, man. I got the largest knife we own in the house in my hand right now. Just, stop running. And he ran by me and he clipped the back of my legs, and I looked at him, I said, what do you think you're doing? He looked up at me and goes, blueberries, and he ran off. Touche. My 8-year-old, he's like my little twin. We play Minecraft a lot. Give it up for Minecraft. He said, okay, so Minecraft is sort of our thing. He got this Christmas card, right before the holidays. He came home with it. I said, "Who'd you get that from?" And he said, "It was this girl Susie in my class." I was like, I knew it was special because it was a Minecraft themed Christmas card. I said, oh, really? And he goes, "Yeah." And he goes like this, and he goes, "And I think I have a crush on her." Yeah. I was like, "Man, you're 8 years old. Quit fucking with these hoes, man. Like, live your life, dude. You got plenty of time. Plenty of time for them to fucking ruin it." No. No, I was like, "Hey, buddy, here, come here, man. Here, come here, take a knee. Come on." I said, "Son, I know that it's great that you have the same interests, and I love that. She knows that you love Minecraft. You love Minecraft. But I want you to remember, and I want you to listen to me here. Girls are mean and dumb, and they will break your heart. Okay? One minute you're building a fortress out of bedrock, and the next thing you know, they're tearing down the family home that you've built together IRL." And then you've got to think about things like divorce and alimony payments and custody, paperwork, and 2 Christmases. He's like, 2 Christmases? I'm like, that's all you're going to take from this? I was like, they're not going to be good Christmases. You're going to get 1.5 Christmases, bro. You're going to get one good one with the rich side of your family, and then you're going to get the second half of the day with Dad drunk on the couch. "Got your bag of Marlboros. Look in that sock over there." It's just a sock. Knows what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's fun. Okay, I got a couple more. As a dad, I'm really good at identifying mystery substances. Yeah, I'm like a fecal matter forensic scientist, dude. I knew it. Yeah. A doo-doo detective. There's really only one rule to follow when you're playing doo-doo detective. And that is, of the 5 senses, always save taste for last. Fool me once. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's almost never chocolate, guys. Almost never. Do you have an ice cream cone? Whoa, no! What is this? Okay. Me and the baby mama hit a rocky patch during this fall, and we've worked things out. And by rocky patch, I mean I just slept in my truck for 2 months, like an idiot. And by we worked it out, I mean she switched up her meds, so. I was like, see, you were wrong this whole time. I didn't say that to her. I didn't say that. I thought it, though. Yeah. I didn't say it to her because I wanted her to what? Keep fucking me. That's right. With those hormones in balance. All right, thanks, guys. I'll be back.
You're gonna sit in the small chair. Ladies get the nice chairs tonight. No, that's a nice chair. You're gonna get one of. Okay. Yeah, this is more of a big. It's actually that's still a nice chair. It's smaller, but it's nice. But
I just had the strongest. I just want to pat his head, so.
Oh yeah, there you go. Exactly.
Thank you.
So and he's behind the mascot Toki. So it's great. All right. So coming up, last but not least, Me and this next comedian go way back. She was on my wife's show in 2019, I checked, and another one of our shows in 2018. Everyone always talked about her as one of the most talented people in LA. This is my first LA friend I've ever had on the show. Take that, Glenn Bolton, your schedule. You're supposed, but I am so excited. I am really thrilled. This is one of the best comedians going around right now. Please give it up for Dicey.
Yeah!
Oh, hey, white people. How y'all doing? Hey, you know I really love Eric. I just flew in today from New York and went home to get the car. And it's an hour drive here. Did you know that? I really love you. So you better be giving me some free weed after this.
All of it.
Some reparations or something. Something for my time.
Jews don't do that.
Right.
For this one time.
Yeah. I had Krugel last night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, with one of my Jewish sisters in Christ. In New York. It was Krugel and collards is what it was. Collard greens. It was like a black and Jewish thing. Well, okay, obviously, right?
Like Lenny Kravitz.
Right. Yeah, like Lenny Kravitz. I'm tired. Thank God I microdosed today. You know what I mean? Who microdoses? Anybody? Yes. God bless the white man that invented the term microdosing. You know? To make himself feel better about his addictions. Like yes. Thanks to him, I've been microdosing tequila too since 10 a.m. 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. A little intermittent microdosing. It ain't never hurt nobody. You know. Also, I've been microdosing kettle corn by the fistful. Just fistful an hour, you know what I mean? Also, I micro cheat. I don't know if y'all know what that means. It's just a little cheating. It's just a tip. It's just a hit of another nigga. That's it. Just a little hit. No guys really ever think that joke is so funny. I'm like, you don't understand why they've been giving Trump such a hard time. Like, what a funny president. He's every comic's dream, you know? And not to mention, he's been naming all my favorite strains of weed, too. Like Crooked Hillary. Yeah. And Sleepy Joe. That Sleepy Joe is on fire right there. Yeah, Russian collusion. Yeah, y'all mad because he's grabbing bitches by the pussy. Like, what the fuck? Quick show of hands. Who does not like getting grabbed by the pussy? Anybody? Everybody likes that shit. Leave my president alone. I kid. He's some bullshit. That whole mail-in voter suppression shit. That's crazy because the mail works fine when he orders all his brides. Like, what the fuck? Every single one of them bitches came through the mail. All of them did. They did. Oh, what else? Trump. What if there was a mix between my favorite president, Donald Trump, and my favorite movie character, Forrest Gump? We call him Donald Gump. Like, what kind of shit would Donald Gump be talking about? Life is like a box of white chocolates. It's great, a lot of privilege. I like it. I like it.
That's really good.
The dark chocolates have a hard time. Those dark chocolates, hard times. Been through a lot in my life, a lot of oppression, depression. Nobody wanted to sit next to me on the bus. They all said seats taken. You can't sit here, but oh Jenny. Jenny said, you can sit here if you like. And I sat next to Jenny, and I grabbed her pussy. She liked it. That's fucked up. That's so fucked up. He's just changing shit around at this point. You know, I'm gonna sign an executive order on Monday. All 7-Elevens, no more Big Gulp. From now on, it's the Gulp of America. I have so much fun with him. I can't believe how my mom stands and yells at him in front of the TV. I'm like, sit down so I can see what he's talking about. Girl, sit down somewhere. I'm 46, not to bring the room down, or maybe it brings it up. You know what I'm saying? Look at all of this. Yeah, y'all better clap. Black don't cry. At this age, I know myself. You know what I mean? I really do. I know like how much Chex Mix to coat my stomach with before my morning shot of tequila. I know all my triggers and shit, like getting wedding magnets in the mail. That's a fucked up. What? That's a trigger for me. A wedding magnet? Yeah. What a fucked up piece of mail to send a single person over 35. You know what I mean? And I gotta look at you every time I go to my refrigerator. Every time. You hate this nigga. I know you do. You call me every day. And y'all took these pictures on deserted railroad tracks leading to nowhere. Like, why do people do that? They take engagement photos on deserted railroad tracks. You got one on his refrigerator right now. No. Yeah, it's tough being 46 and still fine. You know what I mean? All these little YNs, that's young niggas. Y'all can't, nobody here can say that. Well, nobody's mixed with black. Nobody, no.
Yeah,
You're the closest.
I'm 44.
Oh, you're 44. Do you have black kids? No, you seem like it, right? You seem like all the niggas' dreams, girl. That's you. That's you.
Ginger's got inducted last year.
Who?
Ginger's.
Into what? Oh, into the Black Hall of Fame? Okay. Okay, then yeah. Okay. I'm gonna give you my number after this. It's too far. You live in Denton. My people are in Ovilla. Like we would never work out. Everybody driving off. This was a long way. Luckily, I have an electric car, or my mom does. No gas. But I am charging you more weed. But wow, this is so cool. Congratulations on your 15th show. That's such an accomplishment. It's so hard, you know? And for all these dedicated people that you have here with you. A bunch of idiots, but they're dedicated. I'm Dicey. You guys are great. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Oh, I am a big crush on Dicey. I love Dicey. She was always part of the collection of comedians who, like, everyone said was next up. One of those is Punky Johnson, who ended up getting on SNL. So, you know, yeah, it's just, I thank you for always supporting me on all my shows. It's just like, I'm very blessed to have you. Now, oh my God, guys, we have so much to talk about. There were things that I couldn't even get to in the monologue, like Trump flipping off the protester and saying fuck you to him, you know, for just calling him a pedophile protector. I mean, it is true. You're protecting the pedophiles. He didn't say you were a pedophile, right? So there's that, but I want to start with ICE, right? I wanted to start there because I felt like that was the most appropriate spot. Oh, here's your mic, Dicey. But yeah, this is where I wanted to start. So actually, I've never done this. I'm going to start with Steve. I've never started with Steve. So, Steve, what do you think about the protests and like the reaction to Rene Good's killing, and then, you know, kind of what we talked about in the monologue? Is this a watershed moment? This could be the Kent State, the thing that changed the Nixon administration for the worse, but they never were able to recover. What do you think?
I think it's entirely possible. It's got that heat before the Civil War type of feel. It just shouldn't be there right now.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Tension.
And then it's like, you know, you got the ICE officers basically, you know, arresting the wrong people about 70% of the time, while the murderers and rapists are still running around, and they're just but there's a lot to say right in those moments too. And it's like you know, when a federal officer runs up on me and tells me to do anything, do you know what I do? exactly what that guy says.
Yeah, I have a healthy fear of guns. I do. Yeah, it's not that I don't respect authority like that, but I fear dying. Yeah. Okay. So now let's go through the ladies, and then Ian, you'll be last. But Steve, I never give Steve the first time. He's always been so supportive, and then we never get to him. So yeah. So Jenn, same question to you about Rene Good and the ICE protests. And is this like the turning point for the Trump administration and their popularity?
I don't know if it's a turning point. I think that the people who worship him are going to continue to worship him, and I think they're going to support ICE, and the people who don't are still going to not support him and say fuck ICE because they're a piece of shit Nazis, and that's really how I feel about it.
Well, let me push back on two things really quick. So one, so a lot of people who came over to the right, who are formerly politically homeless, they have an anti-authority bent. And I can tell you, a lot of the people who were, who became MAGA because of COVID, a lot of them were like, yeah, I felt the conservatism leaving my body as I watched that video. Because it was just so triggering for the anti-authority right. And then here's the other thing. I do have an aunt in ICE. I do. Now, she prosecutes the cartel leaders and, the terrible people. So, not everyone in ICE is bad, but they are not letting in good people right now. Like, the ground troops, it's literally anyone. I was thinking next season I'm going to apply, and I'm going to tell you guys what it's like, okay? Because I guarantee you I will get accepted, actually. But are you sure that this won't be the turning point? I guess that's the real question.
I don't know why this specifically would be it. I think it's going to be more something economic, something that hits everybody closer to home, and not something they're just arguing about on Facebook.
Well, the argument would be this is the kind of the last thing that they were popular on if you polled it. He's doing very terribly.
But I think a lot of the people who switched sides were in favor of mass deportations. They felt like that was part of the problem, that they were sold that bill of goods, that the immigrants were the problem, that all these people coming in were the reason that we were having all these troubles. And so they said, yeah, sign me up for getting them all out of here. But I don't know. I think most of them are still in the, she fucked around and found out crowd, which is a gross thing to say about when a human dies.
Yeah. But, yeah. It is tough because no matter what, she got shot and 3 times. That's not what I want from cops. It's just it is unfortunate that can happen. Now, Dicey, I'm gonna go to you with this because do you think it's actually the Trump administration is worried that the images of mass deportation that was previously popular, now people are finding out, oh, that's not what I was envisioning when you were saying deporting the criminals, deporting, the terrible people. They're finding out this is not exactly what they voted for. What do you think?
I feel like we're in the Wild Wild West right now. I've never seen anything like this. I asked, my parents have voted Republican a lot, in my life. But it's to the point now you ask somebody, if they say they're Republican, I'm like, are you a Republican or are you a Trump supporter? Yeah. To me, there's a big difference in those two. I don't know what I'm saying all that to say because you asked about some other shit. But I just think it's a tragedy, everything we're going through. I don't think that this is necessarily a turning point. To your point, I don't think so. I think that this is, if anything, this is the way that it's going to go for the rest of the time he's here. And if he these wars are all about him trying to run for a third term, and that's kind of fucked up that he's putting lives on the line and blaming things on immigrants when he has a whole nother agenda at play. So
yeah, no, that's that is well said, and it is scary because the third term thing is absolutely in play, and I know people on the right. Even Lila was on Steve Bannon's show once at CPAC in August, and he's very, I hate when he talks about the third term stuff. It's really deplorable, genuinely. Ashlie, we get to you. So what do you think of this whole situation in Minnesota?
You tricked me. I didn't know this was a political podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, I think I need weed to answer these questions. I stopped.
But it's
like, hold on, here you go. For me, he already knows, I am the type of person that I get anxiety when I watch the news, and it's for all of these things. I agree with them that I don't think it's the turning point. I don't. I think it's wild that I don't watch the news. I truly avoid it, but I couldn't avoid hearing about a white woman being shot.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, no.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Right.
it is
The
interesting.
first
Which
one-on-one
I'm just
crime
gonna
in
say,
ICE history.
I do believe the video was super fucked up to watch, but what the worst part was is him saying she was gonna run him over when he's like at the corner of the car. If you can't move the fuck out of the way.
Yeah.
But you being an ICE,
Well,
you couldn't even see over to. I don't
Yeah,
think
you know,
they would
I-
hire you. How are you gonna shoot over a hood of a car?
There are ice hiding in crawl spaces, okay? That's what I would be good at, okay? Looking low, you're not understanding. And most of the immigrants are shorter, okay? We're not trying to find
Fair,
Vikings. Okay, no, I would be great. I would be so good at ice.
We're gonna work in the
actually.
pediatrics division.
Yeah, very good. But Ian, you've been so patient there and looking fabulous. One day, when I grow up, I'll dress just like you.
Yeah, you're a real boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Geppetto.
When I finally get my bar mitzvah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No. What was the question?
No, just technically I didn't give one. I just said, Ian.
What do I
you've
think
been
about
patient.
it? What do I think about it?
Yeah,
we
no.
all saw the same video, dude. We all saw the same video, and if you can't like discern that was a fucked up situation either way, why are you wearing fucking ski masks to do your job? Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Why do you look like Gestapo and not want to be called and treated like Gestapo? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, and trust me, the people who were complaining during COVID about the masks, like, yeah, now, like, that you can't really defend the ICE wearing the masks. I can't, because it's like, oh, they need to defend them. Well, no, if their actions are good enough, they don't have to worry about getting doxxed, right?
Exactly.
But they are afraid of every one of their ICE members becoming Derek Chauvin. And because honestly, a lot of them could, if you had the video of them, a lot of them are acting like that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, okay, I think it is actually a turning point. Now, I did want to ask about this. I compared her and contrasted her to Philando Castile. To me, that's like the highest standard of like, literally, I would have done the exact same thing he did. Still have, and that's the thing I point to of like, you can back the blue, but he didn't do anything wrong, and he still got shot. Whereas with this one, I'm not saying she deserved it, but you would agree, like, she did do something slightly different than, like, a Philando Castile, right? Where she would have, like, that's not what you would advise your kids to do with law enforcement, I assume, right?
Right, but I mean, I would hope that my kids would at least stay out of this. It's almost like everything is on this political stage. You know what I mean? It's all smoke and mirrors, and they're like, look at this, and forget about this other thing that we're doing, and we're just gonna throw all this shit at you all at once, and we're gonna invade Venezuela. We're already in talks about invading fucking Greenland. Like, give us a second to fucking breathe, man.
They're asking us to unsee things that we clearly can see. It's like, it's my lying eyes. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
No, we see what we're seeing. We've seen it before. It's
I think the only comparison between the two is really just bad policing, like improper training, improper procedure, like every step of the way. He put himself in a position he shouldn't have been in. He was overly aggressive with the situation. His reaction to the situation was not what normal police procedure should have been to her leaving the situation. He was able to move out of the way. I don't know what internal bleeding in the torso is. It's not a medical diagnosis that exists on the planet. If he did have internal bleeding in his thorax, it would have been an emergency, and he would have needed emergency care on the scene, which they prevented Renee Good from getting.
So I actually debated, she brings this up, so it was reported that the ICE officer who was struck had internal bleeding. And I actually debated bringing it up on the show because I wasn't sure like what the evidence was. I was like, they just kind of said it, and then that was it. Right? And so my issue with the ICE officer and trying to sympathize with him was after he shot, he said, fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Right? And to me, that shows like some level of intent of, you know, he didn't really care about the citizenry. He was
Callous.
he was seeing red like a bull. Oh, I'm mad at you for disagreeing with me or for trying to go away, and now I'm going to shoot you. I feel like that's ultimately the issue. But do you agree or disagree with me comparing and contrasting to Philando Castile?
I mean, I like the fact that I like the fact that you compared it to that. It's crazy that you have to do exactly what, because that's just not life. That's, you know, nothing's black and white, and you can't just kill people because you feel threatened, you know? So, I mean, it's fucked up all around.
It's all fucked up. And like, not only was he not following protocol, he was going completely against protocol. Like you triple tapped a civilian, dude.
And then
on camera.
They're hiding they won't.
From multiple angles, dude.
The investigation is only being studied by the Trump administration. Nobody else, you know, they can't even get the stuff to give to prosecute. It's crazy.
They weren't letting the city of the city or the state investigate.
Okay, last thing on this, and anyone can answer this one, but this is, to me, was maybe the most disturbing aspect. The ICE officers after have been taunting the protesters, saying, haven't you learned your lesson from Renee Good? Right? And so, is anyone a little troubled at the way the ICE officers are acting without impunity, thinking that, you know, this is power tripping on a level I really haven't seen, even from our law enforcement officials. Let's go to Steve first, because you've been patient.
All right, the takeaway lesson is that if an armed officer feels he needs to do something and you're in the room, the best thing to do is to obey and do whatever that guy says, because sometimes cops are dicks, and they're the guy who's having coffee in the morning wondering if he's got the opportunity to shoot somebody today. So, I'm not saying that this is what this man's intent was, but this is what happens when going to your job turns to tribalism. And this is what's going on. They're picking sides, they're acting like they're at war with the populace and everything else. The civilians need to step out of the way. Tim Walz needs to stop encouraging people to get in their way, because a little bit of that woman's blood is on his hands too.
I would say the only person besides the ICE officer who I would blame a little bit is the passenger who said, drive away. She isn't the ICE officer who shot, that the responsibility is mostly on him, but she was not a good friend in that moment. She was not. And so did you have any opinion on these ICE officers taunting the protesters? It's First Amendment, as long as you are not civilly disobeying and causing a ruckus, you're allowed to protest.
Right, but that it's like they're only upholding a few of our rights, man. Mm-hmm. Like the amendments are, they're throwing them right out the door. They'll die for the Second Amendment, but the First Amendment, they're just they're like, no, you must obey, you must do this, or you're in danger of losing your fucking life, dude.
Yeah, it's the selective application of the First Amendment of we're only going to apply it to certain people and not everybody. And the issue I have is that they're treating all these protesters as if they're violent, right? And so this was actually the genius of Martin Luther King and Dick Gregory. They said, hey, we are not allowing you to protest with us if you throw bricks or if you're violent. We are a non-violent movement. We have a higher moral authority by being a non-violent movement. Yeah. And so for treating these protesters as if they're violent, this is really where, to answer the question, it is by definition fascistic to violently suppress justified free speech in response to centralized government control. And so that's what scares me is after a while, the liberals were right on Trump about being a fascist. I just felt like they weren't very good at identifying the moment it truly happened. So that's on that. So do you have any other thoughts? Either okay. So no, okay. So let's go a little lighter. Let's go a little lighter and flip the script. Where
give it up for Green Goddess, dude. I am stoned as shit right now.
Thank you, Josh. You're the man.
40 milligrams was the right amount.
Oh my God, you're the best, Josh. Thank you. And yeah, give it up for our these guys are amazing so far. We have still going. Best looking panel yet. Everyone actually is dressed up. We don't have bum comedians coming in shirts. Oh my God. Oh my. No, and shorts. Shirt and shorts. Shirt and shorts. It's just painful. This is painful. Like, you guys actually cared, and I love you guys. Okay. So, RFK Jr. flipped the food pyramid. This was kind of a fun story this week, where he was basically saying, we have too much of a focus on carbohydrates, and we need to focus more on meat and dairy and whole milk. What do you guys think of this? Do you have any opinion on the food pyramid you were taught in school is flipped? What do you think?
I think it's great. Cafeterias are going to go keto. Like Joe Rogan is leading the carnivore movement, and it's coming around. Liver King setting up shop.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Serving elk.
Next?
They're going to be serving elk for school lunch, right?
Yeah, I will say, Italians, we are devastated by this a war on carbs. Okay. Carbs are great, okay, but I do love the more protein and the more milk. I actually have a nutrition degree, and I will say, like, the media mostly got a lot of this stuff wrong, and a lot of what they are providing is sensible, actually, on this. This isn't too controversial, in my opinion. They're fearing that more meat, more dairy will lead to heart disease. Anyone have an opinion on that?
I don't care as long as they don't come from my Twinkies at 3 a.m.
Exactly, and the Texas Twinkies here too, where it's the jalapeno poppers covered in bacon. Yeah, exactly.
Those count as carnivore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, RFK Jr. says they're very healthy.
Along with Baby Bear.
Yeah. Ian, do you have an opinion on? You're stoned right now. You got to be in the mood to talk about food. Okay.
I said Twinkies and he's really upset.
Yeah.
Well, I would just like to say, I don't know I'm so skeptical of everything that the government does. I think I'm leaning more towards anarchy every fucking day of my life. Burn it down. But the food thing, the food pyramid, I don't understand how you can deny school lunches and then flip the food pyramid in the exact same year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How you gonna do that?
And he's
like,
saying
you need to be getting more of these things, but you gotta get them on your own.
That's where I was getting at too.
Poor fucking kids, you gotta get them on your own.
Yeah.
No school lunches. Let's go.
I think it's actually I kind of enjoy this, to be honest with you. But what do you think, Dicey? Are you
about the food pyramid?
Yeah.
I just don't eat meat anyway. So there's
Oh.
I haven't eaten meat in like over 20 years. I think that a lot of the shit that none of it, nobody needs dairy. Milk is only good for the new and rapidly growing cow. And that's how I feel.
Okay, I will. So you're a pure vegan,
I'm
right?
not pure vegan. No, I'm pescatarian.
Okay.
Yeah, but I
okay.
don't even eat fish sometimes. But.
Okay, that is a difference, because I do go off with the pure vegans. If every single human on Earth was a pure vegan, we would need 2 planets to actually farm that amount of vegetables, to actually sustain everybody. It is the animal byproducts of eggs, milk, etc., plus fish and other things. Those are kind of necessary if you want to be truly environmentally, sustainable. But okay, yeah, I just wanted to get to that because I think it's funny. And yes, RFK Jr. He has the voice. It is rough. He sounds like Doc Brown from Back to the Future, but with Marty's real life disease. You know? I love you, Kenna. Are my favorite regular who isn't having sex with Steve. My favorite regular. You're the best. So okay, I think we're approaching our last topic. So okay, well, let's get into the Iran protests. Actually, so women are being arrested for not adhering to the hijab rule, and somewhere between 2,000 and 20,000 women have been killed in these protests. Last year, when they protested, they were actually shot in the eyes with metal ball bearings and like metal bullets instead of plastic bullets, and a lot of them were blinded, hundreds, right? And this doesn't really get talked about in the media, and it's kind of a shame, really. But first of all, what do you think of the fact that this isn't talked about in the media?
Repeat that? Like what? Who was shot with ball bearings?
So the Iranian regime since 1979 has made it a crime to have a divergent political opinion. So if you have anything that goes against the regime, you will be killed. Very typically, this has gone on since 1979. It's very tragic what goes on in Iran, and women in particular. They used to actually have a lot of rights over in Iran. It was actually pretty westernized. And then now they have to be full beekeeper or they're arrested. So, and these protests are getting pretty deadly. And Trump actually threatened to bomb Iran in response. I will stop the killing by killing. You know, it's like when I stopped that rapist by raping him. You know, so what do you think?
I guess I didn't know that. I don't understand what like the ball bearings in the eyeballs was about. That kind of. Well, this is the first time that I'm hearing about.
This was in like 2025, but yeah, instead of using like plastic bullets. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm not getting the name.
They were like peppered in the fucking eyes. With
they end up using like metal ball bearings and like they blinded women. It was terrible.
I'm against that.
Do not recommend.
Just say that and be done.
That fucking sucks.
That fucking sucks, and I don't like it.
Brave.
Stop doing it.
Bold.
Stop fucking doing it, dumbasses.
This just got a real poly charge. I don't know.
Don't do that. Nobody do that. We don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. Nobody needs to do that. Don't fucking do it.
Someone's about to get canceled going out on a limb like that. All right, last word for everybody, and then we ought to get out of here. So, do you have any opinion, like, for the women of Iran? Do you feel for them?
I do feel for them, and I think it's interesting that Donald Trump is willing to bomb Iran to protect their right to protest, and in turn, he's willing to bomb us for protesting him. He doesn't see his own hypocrisy there somehow. Blinds him every day. I don't know. Don't get shot in the eye. I don't know. And of course Donald Trump is going to allow you to protest women being half naked. Get them naked. Get them out of their hijabs.
Get them naked.
That's my final thought. Get them out of their hijabs.
No, very, very well said. Dicey?
Well, look, they would have stoned my black ass a long time ago. Talk about little dick energy. The whole country, making these, come on. I'm just, hooray for them. I feel really bad that so many of them have to die and be martyrs for the cause, to just wear shorts, you know what I mean? Or just like a tank top, you know? On the other, if I had to dress like that, I would never shave under my arms though, and my hair would never get washed. Shampoo is probably going to skyrocket there.
Yeah.
You know, hair products, good for them. They have the most beautiful hair. Have you seen Iranian women's hair?
Iranian women are babes.
They're the most beautiful
like the women on this
ever.
show. Like total babes. Like very typically very attractive, you know. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was going to say, is that most of the Iranian women that I have ever met are gorgeous and very smart. And so, to me, it sounds like most of the men in Iran are like everyone's narcissistic ex. Wow.
Way to make it about you.
That's terrifying. I got shot this morning and it didn't bother me.
In solidarity with the Iranian women. Okay?
You can't see where he's going with this.
Wow.
It just happens.
I didn't know Will was the Ayatollah. Wow. I did not know that. All right. So we end the show every single week by covering the story that the news media is afraid to cover. And for the season finale, we're covering the story that they've been most afraid to cover in 2025. What is that story? It is Israel killing a record amount of journalists. And I gotta say, as a Jew, I really want to say that we don't control the media. I want to say that. I really do.
I want to be monetized on YouTube.
Yeah. I want to be monetized on YouTube. I want to have this show actually stay up. Okay? But I can't say that. I can't. Because the media is just obsessed with themselves. They love nothing more than covering media-related stories. And then tragedy combined with the media, oh my God. So, Jamal Khashoggi, when he got tortured, and by Saudi Arabia, they covered that nonstop. You know what they didn't cover was the fact that his dad was actually the guy who helped Jeffrey Epstein obtain his wealth by working with him at the CIA. Oh, that's very interesting. He had a boat. He gave his boat to Jeffrey Epstein so that he could screw girls on that boat. And now Donald Trump owns that boat. Those are all true facts about Adnan Khashoggi, Jamal Khashoggi's dad. The media never covered that for some reason. Maybe it's because they're owned by my people. So, when Israel kills a record amount of journalists, I mean, it's unavoidable. They can't not cover this story, right? No, they just didn't cover it at all. They actually didn't cover it at all. So this is a message from my people, okay? Please, media, please cover this story to conceal the fact that we own the media. Sincerely, from your bosses. Anyways, thank you all so much. You guys have all helped me achieve my dream this year. Having a full season of a political comedy show. This is an amazing show. We had an amazing lineup tonight. Thank you all to Josh Pitzenbarger, who helped me all season. Thank you to Candy, who fucked Steve all season. Okay? MVP. Okay?
Can't wait to see if she comes back season 2.
There's no way we can upgrade on her, okay? There's no way. She is the pinnacle for Steve and for us. But thank you all to all the comedians who've been on the show, especially tonight. Ashlie Ann, Dicey, Jenn Fitzsimmons, Ian Mack, and my sidekick Steve the Plumber, who's been with me by my side the whole time. Thank you to Green Goddess, soon to be Tokies. Thank you, Denton. Eric Abbenante vs. the World, Season 1. Good night, Denton!